Do you want to know how to truck in Madden and how to use one of the best running moves in Madden 23 to improve your Madden 23 running game? Relax! I'll show you, and I got you. Yo, it's that smack him in the face, Wayne6578, and today we are back with a Madden 23 stick tutorial, how to truck in Madden. Knowing how to properly perform this move will improve your running game. If done correctly, you can turn a minimal gain into a large possible one-play touchdown. So knowing how to do this correctly is very, 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 very important. Let's get into the controls. As you can see right here in the settings, if we go to the game controls, if we are the ball carrier, the right analog stick is the truck stick, and it's saying to, if you push it forward when you're the ball carrier or flick it forward, it is a truck animation that is going to be performed, or that's the proper way to do a truck stick. Now, this button is the same button on defense if you're in pursuit of a ball carrier, is the actual hit stick button. You can hit high or hit low. I have a great stick tutorial on that, which I left in the description below. If you guys want to know how to smack them in the face and use the hit stick button on defense, go check that video out. But we're going to be learning how to truck stick people and how to truck and run over people like the almighty Derrick Henry in this video. So now that we know the controls, let's get into the other qualities that you need to pay attention to when you're performing a proper truck stick. Now we'll look at the actual 3 qualities that are important when you're doing a truck stick. One, it's going to be weight, okay? Now, you want to possibly weigh at least 20 or more pounds than your opponent if you're trying to do a correct truck stick, okay? So you don't want to be trying to truck stick with small receivers, okay? You want to do it with big receivers, big backs, heavier backs, and big tight ends. You know, the optimal tight end is, you have Kerry Kittle. He's one of the best ones. You can do a great truck stick animation with him. We have Cole Kmet, okay, and we have running backs. Now, running backs, David Montgomery weighs 222 pounds. You want to aim for at least 220 pounds, at least on a running back. You're not going to know the weights of all linebackers and defensive backs and cornerbacks, but if you have a running back that is up there in weight, like a Derrick Henry or David Montgomery, these guys will be optimal for performing a great truck stick. Also, tight ends. We have Cole Kmet. He's a good tight end. He weighs 260 pounds. Aim for tight ends with 260 pounds and above, okay? Next, you want to look at truck rating, okay? Truck rating for Kmet is 74. That's pretty decent for a tight end. You really want to aim closer to 80, okay? We have running back here, David Montgomery. His truck rating is 85. 85 to 90, I feel, is the best rating you should have when performing a truck stick. It works the best with those guys that have those bigger and higher truck ratings, okay? Like the Derrick Henrys, the Ezekiel Elliott's. These guys have great truck ratings. Nick Chubb of Cleveland. But if you want to use a regular back, like everybody plays with these teams, so you want to make sure your truck rating is at least close. 80 and up, 85 and up is better. 90 and up is the best. So 85 is perfect for David Montgomery. Lastly, there's 3 important things that when I'm playing the game, I don't try to truck stick. One, if a tired running back or a tired receiver or tight end, you won't know. Sometimes when you pick your plays, they'll show you if your player is tired or not. But if you have a tired back and you try to truck stick, even if you have a good rating, like all those qualities we just went over, you can possibly fumble that ball because you're tired. So you don't want to try to truck when you have a tired back, wide receiver, or tight end. Next, you don't want to try to truck more than one person at a time. If you have two people about to tackle you, don't perform a truck stick. If you have a one-on-one situation and you meet those qualities, always perform a truck stick. It's a good percentage of the time you will be very successful. Lastly, be very careful when you're playing these teams with Jamal Adams, with Harrison Smith, these big hitters at safety, and sometimes you have big hitters like Roquan Smith at middle linebacker. Be careful on trying to truck stick those guys, because those guys will possibly eliminate your trucking ability unless you have like the Ezekiel Elliott's, the Derrick Henrys, or the Nick Chubbs. If you have a regular running back, a lighter, on the lighter side weight-wise running back, don't try to truck stick these guys. You can try, but you won't be as successful. Now that we went over all the qualities, let's get into practice mode and show you how to properly perform a truck stick. Okay, so now we'll go over a few examples of how to do this truck stick. Okay, I have a play where I'm going to be isolated quite a bit with one-on-one type receivers right there. It's a perfect one right there. And we'll go over how easy it is to perform this. Okay, as you see right here, about 2 yards away from my opponent, I start to do my truck stick. I make sure I'm lined up with him directly on, okay? And then I perform my truck stick. I hold turbo. I do not, last year I let go of turbo. I keep holding turbo. I perform my truck stick, and I pick up like 5 more yards after I should have been tackled 5 yards less. So perform that truck stick. 2 yards away, I started flicking down on the truck stick, pick up 5 more yards. And it's the same on Xbox, that right analog stick right there. You cannot truck stick 2 people. You won't be successful. Right there, we were able to try to truck stick Harrison Smith. He's a big hitter, so it's kind of hard to do that. But right there, we were able to get on the side. Like I said, you cannot truck stick these big hitters unless you're like a Derrick Henry or something. We only have 85 rating truck stick. Right there, I performed it a little bit too early. You don't want to overdo it. You know, we did it a little bit too early. We need to wait. That's a good one right there. Able to smack him. You can use this in the backfield also. When you're tackled in the backfield, if they start that tackle animation in the backfield, right there, we were able to get a block and a truck stick to pick up like 2 more yards. But if you're getting tackled in the backfield, utilize this to just go ahead and pick up some more yards. Okay? It's very hard to perform it from the side. You got to kind of be directly on to these guys. Right there, we're able to get it. And you get different animations. 1 or 2 yards away, we got a stiff arm animation here. Okay, 1 or 2 yards away, I see this linebacker. I think that's Kendricks. They don't have names in practice mode anymore. Do they? Oh, they do. I thought for a second they were changing the names. Yeah, this is Kendricks. We start to perform that truck stick 2 yards away, smack him in his face, able to pick up some more yards, but Harrison Smith helps out. So, it's different animations you get when performing this. This is a cornerback. We should be able to get some yards. And depending on how you perform it and how directly you're on, you'll get that good animation. Like right there, we're able to get the animation, but we're not directly on. You want to make sure you're directly in front of that guy you're truck sticking. Like right here, it's 2 people. It's going to be hard, but directly in front of that guy, perform that truck stick the right way, and you'll smack them in their face. Right here. And it'll improve your run game tremendously. Tremendously. Especially like on the goal line, you know? So here's where I really like to utilize the truck stick. You know, in the red zone, where it's between you and an opponent from scoring a touchdown. this is where knowing how to truck stick will be very, very helpful. Okay. Just make sure when you're doing this down here in the red zone, you don't have a tired back. Make sure he has energy, and you'll get a lot of touchdowns. I mean, this is the difference between gaining 10 yards when you're tackled at only 2-yard gain. You know, just know how to truck stick, know how to protect the ball. 2 people. Right here, we had a good opportunity. Like I said, those big hitters and those special players, it's kind of hard to get a successful truck stick on them. But you can at times. Right there, we're able to truck our way on into that end zone. There, now this is a perfect example of truck sticking and scoring a touchdown. Okay, right here, I think it's Peterson again, had a chance to get a tackle, but we started our truck stick. Okay, we started our truck stick at least 2 yards away. Okay, we're able to truck stick Peterson and score a touchdown.